Good morning, party people, and welcome to this video. My name is Dylan Slater, and you're watching Road to a Sub 245 Marathon Prep Series. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to this video. It's been a while since I've been doing one of these. I've had a lot of time off over the last few months with a lot of injuries that I've sustained, but I'm back. I'm better. I'm stronger. It has been a hard time for me because I've had to pull out a few races last year, which wasn't great. But it's better to pull out of the races than turning up to races on the day and risking further injury. So although it has been shattering and hard for me, I am glad that I had to pull out, so that way it gives me a better chance to get stronger, to get fitter, and gives me a better chance and a stronger chance to reach my goal. So it's going to be an epic running season this year. Got a few races lined up, which I'm training for. I'm also still aiming to get that sub 245 time. My injuries that I've sustained over the last few months, I will go in more into detail in this video. But firstly, I need a coffee to wake myself up, and I need some food in me. So I'm going to do that. And then, I'll see you in the next part of this video. So what happened was back in May last year, I injured my knee, which then resulted sending me back 12 weeks. So I had to work extra hard to get myself back those 12 weeks. And that was very hard. It led me to more injuries. It meant that wasn't able to walk properly in my knee, because I was doing session after session after session, doing double sessions in a day, just to get myself back those 12 weeks. It then resulted in me having to pull out a couple of races, and then managed to get myself pain free, and then I ended up injuring my ankle really badly. I had it's what you call a Lisfranc fracture in my ankle. It was like a little small fracture in the ankle. It's on the top of the ankle, or top of the foot. And I had some torn ligaments in my ankle as well. What happened was I was doing a hot temple, doing a spin session in a hot sauna room, like a group class, which was great. I was getting myself fit. I was losing weight, and then I felt a slight pop, slight crack. I stood on a weight, and that's my ankle. Instead of going that way, it was like bang, like that. And couldn't walk on a few days. The pains gradually got worse and worse and worse. And then it swelled up. So if you can look at the photo once I put it up, you can see how much swelling, how much bruising around the foot and stuff. And thought it would be maybe a few weeks, like 4 weeks. It resulted in me being in the moon boot for 3 months, which then meant no running, no bike, nothing. Couldn't even do any like leg exercises for it. Had a lot of physio, which I'm still getting physio for, and it meant that I went from being fit, trying to get fitter, to then losing some of my leanness and my fitness going to shit. It also meant me putting on some weight, because I just lost some motivation, not being able to run, which is my forte. Running is my forte. Not being able to do that, when you get something taken away from you, from pure stupidity, from my sense, it resulted in me losing my motivation, not being able to do what I wanted to do. It was shattering. It resulted in me having to pull out of the Nike Melbourne Marathon, and it led me to not be able to do any races back in December, March this year. April. I just got given the all clear by my sports doctors in January. Was it January? No, February this year to go back to 70% of my max speed, and then I only just got back the all clear and given the right to go back to full pace running, so full speed. So a big setback. It's not ideal, but it's something that has made me a lot more aware of how my body works, how my mindset is when if I get an injury, how I'm going to approach it, how am I going to get myself better and recovered to be able to keep doing what I love to do, and that is running, that is hitting the gym, getting stronger, that is playing golf on the weekends. So yeah, it is been a grueling long past year, to say the least. But I'm back. I'm stronger. I'm only going to get stronger. I'm getting fitter. So my plans are now is just simply getting back into running. Starting small. Starting at 3 sessions a week, which was pretty much my plan, or my program, is doing my strength days on the days I'm not running, and having my running workouts on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe on the weekends, depending on how I'm feeling. And just leaving my bigger run sessions towards the weekend. So my actual tempo workout is on a Wednesday, my recovery run is on a Monday, my long run is on a Friday or Saturday or Sunday, depending how my body's feeling. And just building from that. So my plans are this year is still aiming to get that sub 2:45 marathon. I've teamed up with a charity called Beyond Blue, which you probably would all know. They are a non-profit organisation that targets mental health and addiction. So I've teamed up with them. Being a survivor of mental health, I've gone through depression over the years. I've had suicidal thoughts over the years. So Beyond Blue has helped me as well. So they are a great cause, and I've teamed up with them to be running with them, which is great. So I am, whilst running for them, I'm also aiming to raise $2,000 or more to the cause. So please help me out for that. If you have me on Facebook as a friend, or you follow me on Instagram, you'll know there's a link in my profile on my Facebook page to where you can click on the link for that to donate money. Any donation over $2 is tax deductible. So so please donate, please help me for that. So I'm still going to be doing the Melbourne Marathon. There's other races that I've set out to achieve, or race, which is the Geelong Half Marathon, and the Geelong Full Marathon, which is a great race. Finally, Geelong has brought a marathon in to the town. Mainly they've been doing half marathons and the 12Ks and 10Ks or whatever as well, with the Run Along. So it's about time. Over the years they've been pushing for it and they finally got it. So I'm doing that. I'm still doing the 2XU Wellness Run in December, and then I've got a half marathon which is in Melbourne later in the year. I think it's the Grand Prix one, which is in September. So some back-to-back races, which is going to be a challenge, but it is something that I'm going to set myself for, and it's going to lead me into the Melbourne Marathon, where I'll use those races for my tempo runs and my workouts to try to get myself ready for that. So a lot of progress over the last month, and yes, I am sorry that I haven't been on here. It's been an absolute stressful time and hard time for me with injuries. So I thought I'd be going to do a lot more of these over the last few months, but I couldn't. So I'm back, I'm better, I'm stronger, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Stay massive, be relentless, and yeah, go one more. Heal!